went to a sort of intermediary location, and then went to look for anyone else in the van and just saw the boy was just breathing and pulled him out. So he ended up being covered with the blood of his children, and he was quite disturbed by this event, and he got in contact with us immediately after the video was published, and he produced a statement of a letter of apology to this family. Of course, he wasn't involved directly with killing them, but indirectly. I mean, it was his unit that was being serviced by this Apache, and indirectly that he was part of the U.S. Army in Iraq. But he says that that he complained to his superiors about this event, and they just told him to stop being a pussy and to suck it up. And he's tried quite hard to draw attention to what happened in the mainstream, to get the mainstream press interested in it. Within 2 days of us revealing the material. So why it was still newsworthy. So there can't be any excuse in the US press to, well, the moment had passed and therefore, okay, yes, his story is interesting, but the moment has passed. Because at the very same time that he was trying to get his story across, editorial space was being given to military apologists who were just, war is hard and it's difficult for soldiers. These things happen.
And you didn't show the full context, and
That's right.
they were shooting that morning, so on and so on.
Yeah. And, soldiers, it's difficult for soldiers, psychologically, whatever. Not new facts. Whereas this soldier had new facts about what had happened then and an incident that happened immediately after.
I mean, what was interesting about him, he also had an overview, and he described what had happened that day as a common occurrence. And he talked about if there was any kind of threat or perceived threat to American soldiers, they would let everybody have it. He said, let all the motherfuckers have it at 360 degrees.
That's right. If there was an IED,
if there was an IED,
if he was instructed by his commanding officer that if an IED goes off anywhere in the street, then 360-degree rotational fire and just take out everyone, women, children, everyone gets it. I guess as is to try and act as a disincentive for the local population for supporting any IED placement. And that's what happened.
Yes.
I mean, it's not that he was told that and it didn't happen, but rather that happened and he was instructed. So he and some other soldiers in this unit who didn't like that instruction